Hi everyone, good morning and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you are well on your way into your work or wherever it is you're heading. Today, being Monday, have a wonderful week ahead. I hope you enjoyed the podcast yesterday and some of you have started thinking about creating morning routines to help you kind of get motivated, to get you out of your rut and kind of hit the day running, as they say. Of course, I was talking mainly that being very useful for entrepreneurs and investors. Along that same line, I want to talk about entrepreneurs and people who are running businesses. This is advice for business people, I would say. People who are running businesses or trying to run businesses or starting businesses. Remember, the reason why you're starting a business or running a business is finally to be free. You didn't want a job because you didn't want to be beholden to someone. You didn't want to be financially tied to a company. You wanted more money. Basically wanted more freedom. But the funny thing is, a lot of you are running your businesses or trying to run your businesses in such a manner where instead of gaining freedom, what you're doing is further imprisoning yourself in the guise of freedom. Saying that, no, if I do all this today, tomorrow I will become free. Tomorrow I'll be able to spend some time with my family. Tomorrow I'll be able to do the things I want to do my hobbies, go on that trip which I always wanted to go. That's not true. You should be able to balance it out and do it today. So I wanted to give you 5 pointers which you should pay attention to in your endeavors as an entrepreneur or a business person. To keep an eye out to see if you're doing these and if you are trying to change this behavior pattern of yours so you gain more freedom in your life, which is why basically you started to do this business. First, lack of automation and scalability. Automation is crucial to prevent repetitive tasks from encroaching your freedom. Areas of automation include content marketing, lead generation, and customer communication. Nowadays, in the power of AI and cloud computing and all kinds of tools available to us, we should be able to automate a lot of these repetitive tasks which we do, which is from customer communication, lead generation, and content marketing. We spend a lot of time creating all this when we don't need to, and it's all freely available. So automating it for your business is something you should really look at. And if you've been sitting and doing this, please don't. There's lots of tools available now online, ChatGPT, any of them you can use to think of solutions. If you're not able to think of a solution, you can definitely use the AI to ask for solutions. So lack of automation and scalability is a big problem for all of our young entrepreneurs. They don't think about this. So think about how much automation you can plug it into your business and your business cycles so that you get more freedom, time to improve your business. Second, failure to batch and pre-plan. This is content batching, pre-planning is essential for effective business operations. And last minute scrambling indicates poor planning and can compromise your freedom again. That means you don't plan your day. Like what I said in the previous video, planning is very important. Having batch process is important. Batch process is nothing but having a set of tools which are repeated over and over again, so you don't have to waste time and you can do this. We have this batch processing in, let's say if I'm editing in Photoshop, I have a batch process. So I can club a whole bunch of 100 files and say process all my 100 files using these presets. And I'll click it and my work is done. If I sit and individually and decide to edit each one of those photographs by myself or edit each one of those videos by myself, instead of spending 5 minutes doing it, I'll spend 2-3 days doing it. That's what batch processing is all about. And pre-planning. Pre-planning is knowing where you need to go, how you need to go beforehand, before you start doing any of the work. So this is very crucial. And if you're not doing this, it shows very poor leadership and very poor management from your side. Again, it's another thing that's robbing you of your freedom. So that's 2 things which I've told you. Third one which I wanted to remember is this constant belief which everybody is guilty of, including me when I used to be running my own company. The belief that you are irreplaceable, where you think without you nothing can happen. That you as a founder or the creator of this business, that you need to be ever present and everywhere and you have to micromanage everything, and without you everything will collapse. It's not true. This leads into my 4th one, which is distrust in your tools and your teams. If you don't believe in your team and you don't believe in the tools you have and you distrust them that they're going to fail all the time, again, what's the point? It's robbing you of your freedom. Change your team if it's required and learn to trust the process which you yourself have set up. You are the one who has assembled this team. You are the one who has set these tools into place. Believe in what you've done and let it do its job, and don't try and micromanage. If you have a business where you think without you it's not happening, and if it is true, that means you don't have a very good business. You need to relook at your business model altogether. If every single place and every single moment you need to be present for anything to happen. Remember that. And fifth, the most important one is no succession or exit or expansion planning. Founders should consider long-term visions and whether they're financial freedom or a hobby or if it's a lifelong passion. Ignoring these aspects in business controlling the founder. Meaning if you start a business, you don't want to be doing this business all your life. You should be having a long-term vision. Okay, once this business grows, I'm going to sell it out to an investor, or I'm going to do AYZ. I'm going to shut it down after 100 years, after 20 years after I reach these goals. You need to have some kind of a plan. If you do not have a plan and you run your business without any kind of long-term vision of what you want to do with your business, where it's going, again, it robs you of your life and freedom. Like I always tell, case of this, it holds true to everybody, including me. We all have limited time on this planet. Yes, even money you can make. KFC is a great story of that. At even an old age of 60 plus, if you don't have any money, you can think of a brilliant concept, a brilliant idea, and you can make money. Making money is not the issue here. Time is. All of us have very limited time on this planet. If you take away our time we spend on educating ourselves, going to college, then getting the first few jobs, and getting that experience, and then starting business, before you know it, your time runs out. So please keep this in mind. Whatever you choose to do, keep a long-term vision in your mind. Where do you want to be when you retire, or when you take your freedom finally and say, I'm going to do whatever I've been waiting to do? How much time do you have? Based on these things, objectives, place your business plan in place. Do not create a business plan just out of some hobby, or like, oh, I must do this. I think I've been thinking of doing this. I've been thinking of starting a school. Don't start business ideas like that. First, like how we always say in investment, you need to have your goal in place. Same is true with starting a business. You have to have your personal goal in place before you have your business goals in place. Yes, it is great to start businesses. It is great to be an entrepreneur. It is great to be rich. No doubt about it. But it should align with the goals you have in your life and where you want it to go. If those two don't match, it doesn't make sense doing all this. So this is my advice for you guys on this Monday morning as you're getting to work, as you're getting into your day. Remember these things which I'm telling you as entrepreneurs and business people. Are you running a business which is going towards getting you your freedom? Is it taking you where you want to go? Or are you creating a business in an environment where you're more and more imprisoned and losing more and more of yourself in it, where finally you're consumed by your business and you're not there anymore? And this will have damaging effects, not only in your personal life, but all your loved ones around you. Keep that in mind. Thank you for being with me today morning, and I'll see you on the next one tomorrow on a Tuesday to do it all over again. Thanks.